here we are, and good news. Camille Marie Owens was born 10/13, and now I'm back here working as my healthy baby girl is at home with her mom who is nursing, and the work must continue so we can eventually move into this house. I'm Mo.
And I'm Co.
We bought our first house together as newlyweds.
It's a fixer-upper.
Big time. Muscle.
Everything needs to be redone.
From the foundation to the roof.
And we invite you to join us through the entire renovation process.
This is the site now.
From the beginning all the way to the end.
Now they have started their journey making this house their masterpiece. This is all new framing. This is all fresh wood. Mo, what y'all doing, man?
This is Mo & Co. Reno.
So during the demolition in the patio, they're getting rid of all the concrete, jackhammering and so forth, and a lot of vibrations cause surrounding concrete to move. Well, we had some posts there in the backyard. There was actually no rebar on the bottom of a couple of the posts. So we ended up just throwing them away. We're going to recreate them again from scratch later on with blocks. But now they're getting prepared for the concrete pour, digging the trenches, digging for the cement pads where the post goes. For the stairs, we're getting the bolts in place. And they were getting the rebar so that when the concrete is poured, it doesn't move. The column posts, they're doing the framing now so that they can do the pouring of the concrete. And we're excited to see how that turns out. While we're digging in the trenches, one of the guys hit the cable line that goes to the street where it provides cable service. Pulling up old pipes from sprinklers, and one of my workers was pulling on the pipe. Now, remind you, there are posts that we removed as well as the gates in the backyard. So he's tugging on this pipe, and I go to help him by lifting up one of our old windows that the pipe was on. He tugs and he pulls, and he goes over the backyard, and I saw his life flash in front of my eyes. He fell down onto the driveway where there was a whole bunch of crumbled concrete. So I'm like, that can't be good. Surprisingly, he was okay. He had to take a break for a minute. He was stunned, but he was able to walk away with only a few minor scratches. I'm glad, because we need him, and I didn't want to be at fault. Even though I was trying to help, he just tugged a little too hard and wasn't aware that there was no support behind him. We have another inspection today. It's our second inspection for rough, called by our electrician. He's running now because the inspector is here. He's going and he's showing them all the wiring that he's done, and the inspector's going around and looking at it. Danny's a bit nervous. He's trying to talk his way through it, but our inspector's pretty cool.
Cans, laundry area, sink, counter, gift yard, laundry power.
Yeah. Yeah.
Switches, smoke alarms can be right there.
Okay, good.
And you get that light good, you go turn these lights off. Yeah, the light is 4 feet.
Yes.
Better be LED.
Yeah, they all LED.
Not bad, not bad. Rough electrical, we can sign that off, that's no problem.
Okay.
He passed.
All right, we get to put some ink on here. Rough electrical.
Congrats, Dan.
So we passed with the rough electrical there. He also went to the roof to see all the process of the roof sheathing, and we are okay to now put roof covering over our roof. And he's also given us the okay to pour cement now that he saw all the rebar and the formings for the cement as they are in the plans. So we're moving straight ahead. The plumbing saga continues. We got our guy Dave back. He's been quite ill, but he's working with me and I'm helping him as we install these concealed water tanks in 3 bathrooms so that we don't have to see a water tank for our toilet and we can have more space. Kind of a lot of work to do to conceal the tank, but it's gonna be a great feature once it's done. So in the middle of getting the roof together, they're finally putting the vents for the plumbing out through the roof so that when the roofers come, they can take care of all the waterproofing and make sure that everything is sealed tight. Right now, they are finishing up with the gas lines and they're doing the testing to make sure that there's no loss in pressure.
How do you test the new line that you did that it's not leaking and stuff like that?
We want to use CO2 or fill it up with air. And then we want to use a gauge, which is 15 pounds.
The pressure
For the whole system.
Okay.
And check joint by joint.
Great news is there's no leaks. It stayed at 15 pounds of pressure. So now the inspector has to come see that to okay it to go ahead and connect it to the meter. Hopefully next time my wife and my daughter, Camille, will be here to kind of give you some more updates with me. If you'd like to stay updated, subscribe to us on YouTube.